The end of Real Madrid? Bro, it's not that deep. Or is it? Yo, seriously, what the hell happened to Real Madrid? Like, I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but that wasn't just a football match. That was a full-blown identity crisis. At the Bernabeu of all places. The same stadium where legends are born, dynasties are forged, and European nights become folklore. They walked into that second leg like they were about to perform an exorcism. Like they were the ghosts. Confident, focused, cold-blooded. You could feel the aura, the crowd, the tension, the history. It was supposed to be one of those nights, a Real Madrid night. But what we got? Bro, they got baptized. Not by Bayern, not by City, by Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. And no shade to the Gunners. They played like absolute monsters. But let's be real. Madrid looked like they were trying to solve a Rubik's Cube underwater. Confused, hesitant, passive. Like, who were these guys? This wasn't just a bad day. This wasn't just a loss. This was the most unreal Madrid performance I've seen in years. Like, strip the badge off their shirt, and you'd think it was a mid-table La Liga side fumbling a Copa del Rey tie. No fire, no leadership, no identity. And before y'all start hitting me with but the ref though? Nah, save it. Let's not do that. Let's not act like this was some robbery. Let's keep it real. Madrid didn't lose because of a whistle. They lost because they showed up without a soul. So here's the deal. Madrid got spanked 3-0 in the first leg, which honestly should have been game over right there. Like, bro, no team walks back from that, except maybe Real Madrid. Because you know, Champions League DNA, 14 trophies, all that magic fairy dust. But here's the problem. They've been living off that fairy dust for way too long. And spoiler alert, fairy dust don't win games if you play like trash. Now, let's talk vibes before we talk ta. You ever seen Madrid walk into a UCL game down 3 goals? They usually come out like freaking gladiators. Screaming, pressing, biting ankles, causing trauma. That first 15 minutes is supposed to feel like you're drowning inside a volcano. But this time, they showed up like it was a Sunday stroll in El Retiro Park. Like, oh hey, if we score, cool. If not, whatever. We're still hot on Instagram. Where was the hunger? Where was the pain? Where was that weird spiritual possession that turns Danny Carvajal into a demon in big games? Bro, I don't know. Maybe they left it in the locker room, right next to their testicles. Now listen, I'm not here to drag Vinny Jr. or Mbappe or whoever y'all are simping for today. But facts are facts. They needed to ball out. Instead, they got pocketed. Vinny was trying, but it was like watching someone try to start a fire with wet sticks. Mbappe? That man's been more mysterious than a text from your ex. You want to believe he still cares, but he kinda doesn't. And let's not forget Ancelotti. Look, I love the dude. That eyebrow has seen more Champions Leagues than most clubs. But bro, you can't just rely on aura forever. At some point, you gotta coach. And this season, Madrid's been vibing its way through La Liga like a drunk guy at karaoke. Wins? Yeah, sure. Performances? Nah. The midfield looks tired. The defense looks confused. And the attack looks like they just met each other on Tinder. There's no structure, no cohesion, just vibes, expensive ones. And don't even get me started on the first half of that second leg. Zero urgency, zero energy. I swear, the most dangerous thing they did in the first 45 minutes was Mbappe's disallowed goal. And that was offside by like a whole neighborhood. Meanwhile, Arsenal, and I can't believe I'm saying this, came to Madrid, owned the tempo, and said, hey, maybe we're grown-ups now. And you know what? They looked the part. Saka, Rice, Martinelli. These guys didn't just play well. They straight up punked Madrid in their own house. Now I know someone's gonna say, yeah, but if that penalty had gone in, bruh, if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. We're not talking about ifs. We're talking about what actually happened. And what happened was Courtois saved their asses. Again. And then what? More nothing. Madrid just fizzled out. Like a soda left open for 3 days. No fire, no push, just cross after cross to literally no one. Because guess what? You need a striker for that. Spoiler alert, Madrid's striker was, who again? Rodrigo playing false nine? Yeah, that's like using a spoon to cut a steak. Then came the dagger. Gabriel freaking Martinelli. 2-1 Arsenal, 5-1 on aggregate. Wrap it up, boys. Your Champions League run is deader than my hopes of winning the lottery. And just like that, all the mystique, all the magic, all the drama, poof, gone. So now the question is this the end of Real Madrid? Nah. Calm down. They're still Real Madrid. They'll be back. They've got money, history, Mbappe, maybe, and Florentino Perez sacrificing goats in a basement somewhere. But this season, they were mid. Let's call it what it is. And Ancelotti, man, I think the guy's cooked. He did his job. Won trophies, stabilized chaos, tamed egos. But right now, the game's moving too fast. The players are younger, the systems are crazier, and vibes aren't enough. If Madrid wants to stay elite, they need more than heritage. They need strategy. Hell, they need a plan. So what now? Do they blow it up? Buy a striker? Replace half the midfield? Start sacrificing defenders under a full moon? Maybe all of the above. But one thing's for sure. This version of Madrid, the we'll figure it out version, it ain't scaring nobody. And if they keep thinking history wins games, they'll end up like AC Milan, rich in trophies, broke in reality. So yeah, am I being harsh? Kinda. Do I care? Hell no. Somebody had to say it. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Like seriously. You stuck around through all the highs, the lows, the rants, the reality checks. That says something. You're not just a viewer. You're part of this. So here's the deal. Smash that like button, not lightly. Go full force. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, now's the time. And hit the notification bell. Because if you don't, YouTube might pretend this channel doesn't exist next time. Let's not let that happen. Now, it's your turn. Drop your take in the comments. No filters. No playing it safe. Is this the end of Real Madrid's golden era? Is the crown slipping for good? Or is this just the calm before the storm? A moment of silence before another Champions League resurrection? I want to hear from you. Make your voice heard. Disagree with me. Call it out. Defend the badge. Or bury it. But don't stay silent. Thanks for riding with me. Until next time, stay sharp, stay honest, and keep watching the game with your eyes open.